welcome to my 2025 book tag plus wrap up plus my 2026 goals. This video is now a week late and I honestly wasn't planning on doing it. Once it hit the 2nd of January, I was like, what's the point? I was still ill. I was still fighting for my life. I was like, what's the point of even doing this? I'll do one next year. And I was like, no. Maya, what is the point of doing one next year and not this year? The point is to have this and always be able to look back at it. So this is just going to be a really late one, which, you know what, is fine. It's still the first week of January. Well, by the time you see this, it won't be the first week, but recording this is still the first week. I'm getting over my cold. I'm like, it's barely there now. And I was like, it's now or truly never. So I'm going to get straight into it. This is not going to be a long video because I honestly want to get to reading. Starting off with the 2025 book tag. This is going to be a bit of a boring one. I had so many questions, but this year I was in such a slump. I was just reading Kindle books that came up as recommendations and stuff. I read a few like really good ones, but I feel like lots of them didn't apply. Like new authors, I just changed to fave authors because I didn't read any new authors. Every single book that I loved, I either started the series in the new year or it was a reread, and I'm not counting rereads in this. This is going to be a pre-warning right now. I am very indecisive. Not one of these I have put as just one book simply because I can't choose, and the choice every single year, I'm actually going to show you, every single year, I don't know if you can see, I do a book of the year. I like end up getting them half like through. This I didn't even finish because I couldn't decide between them. I never ever just get one book of the year because I'm so indecisive and I can't choose. So by this you can expect the absolute worst. This, you're gonna get a few books. Some of them are repeat books, but honestly, if they're my fave books, they're gonna come under so many different categories. I'm just gonna get into it anyway. You can see as we go. Starting off with my most surprising book. I took this as a book I had zero expectations for, and it turned out to be a 5-star. That's how I took it. That was Heart of Thorns, and both of the books in the trilogy was not expecting, but Heart of Thorns was the 5-star one. Kings of Mafia, the first 1 to 5 book by Michelle Hurd. 3 of them were 5 stars. One of them was like 4.96 or like just under, and then one of them was just like a solid 4, like 4.25. Was not expecting that to come. I don't think I even saw one of them on TikTok, well, book talk. I think it was just one that came up because I was reading Cora Really. Also, I've been saying Cora Really this whole time, but I searched and I heard a girl say Cora Riley, but there's an E. So it would be like really, like Riley but with an E, like really? Really? Like, am I wrong? I don't know. Someone please tell me how you pronounce her name because I'm done. I'm done with the conversation now. So whether I say Really or Riley, mind your business. You know what I'm talking about. Please correct me. I'm getting so off track. So far I've got Heart of Thorns, Kings of Mafia, and moving on to Kissing Friends. I honestly could not tell you much about this book. I rated it a 5-star. Did not see it coming. Again, I don't think I saw it on Book Talk. I'm not sure. And it wasn't one of them books I read in one sitting and just was there for the vibes and rated it 5-star because it took me 2 days to read. So my 4th one was Out of Place by DC Kyle. Look at this cover and tell me you would expect a 5-star from it. I'm shocked I even read a book with a cover like that, but the back of it sounded really good, like the vibe I was going for. Why was it a 5-star book? I loved it. Thank you very, very much for that. And lastly is his how do you pronounce that? Tesoro? His Tesoro? I'm not sure. Most of these Mafia books, I don't go in with any expectations, but clearly I was there. I had the best time, and it was another 5-star. Next up is fave authors. I said this at the start. These are just my fave authors that I read this year, and just like kind of in general, but not in general because I wasn't going that deep into it. My fave authors were C.R. Jane, Cora Really, O'Reilly, QB Tyler, Jessica Kane, Ali Hazelwood, Chloe Walsh, and Anna Todd. There will not go 1 year by where Chloe Walsh and Anna Todd is not on my like top 10 authors, or the books aren't in my top 10 books because they are home to me, especially Anna Todd. She has been here since 2021 and she will be here to the day I'm no longer here. My favourite universe, take into account that this year I practically only read romance books. We're trying to fix that this year. But my favourite book universe, and it still probably would be this even if I had read different books, is the fucking wrong universe. And I read the 4 books last year and the last book this year. So I'm counting it. That universe feels like home to me. Their group chat, oh, just kill me. Just kill me. The fact I got to experience their group chat, like, I can die happy. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciated that. The Monster Trilogy by Raina Ken, the vibes were vibing. It was given Mulan mixed in with, like, what is it? Oh, it was given, like, Mulan. It kind of gave me, like, Divergent vibes. I don't even know. I honestly read them, but read that trilogy if you haven't read it already. Read it. I am planning on buying their books and rereading them as we speak. Like, since I put that book down, I've been planning it. It was just a time and a half, and I had the best time. And my third and final universe is the Kimura Chronicles. I will not shut up about these books. I will not. These ones I actually own. I read the first one in 2024. I reread it again this year, obviously. And then this year, I read the next 4. This universe, Twisted Bonds. Wow. Wow. Just to see them all kills me. It kills me a little bit inside. The Kimura Chronicles will have such a place in my heart. And going into 2026... I want to own literally every single Cora Really O'Reilly book. This is why I need to find out her name. She's one of my new, like, top 10, maybe even top 5 author. And I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. So please someone tell me. Next up, my favourite couples. Well, it's meant to be favourite couple, but I've changed it to couples. And that is Shane and Ilya from Heated Rivalry. Remo and Serafina from Twisted Pride. I can't even. Sasha and Kirill from the Monster Trilogy. Serena and Landon from the second semester, which that honestly could come under a surprising book, but it couldn't because QB Tyler is one of my top authors ever. But the first time I read first semester, I DNF'd it. Finished it this year, but the first time was a DNF, so I was not expecting a 5-star. Come from the second one in, was not expecting. But Serena and Landon... I love them with my whole entire heart. Draco and Hermione from Manacled. Need I say any more? Need I say any more? And lastly is Sloane and Logan from the fucking Wrong Rookie. Oh, holy. My babies. I can't even think about them, honestly. I will get so emotional. If I think too hard about any of these, this was a really bad time to do this. Just in general, I'm an emotional wreck. I can't take this here. Okay, get my anger up again. Moving on to my most disappointing. I actually read this in a video. I can't remember what video. I think it was my 300 pages in 3 days, and it's Sinner's Atone. That was one of my most anticipated books, and by anticipated books, I mean I waited 3 years for that book. For that, I don't want to like shit on it too much because again, I love Soam Sketchell with my whole entire heart. She is a top 10 author. Sinners Condemned and Sinners Consumed. If they are not on my top 10, I am not alive. So they will forever be on my top 10. But that book, what even was that? I don't even know. I can't even like that second book better have full on crack in it, or I don't even care. I don't even care anymore. Now this one, don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucking twisted. But it's only disappointing in the sense that the Boys of Torment series are like no other series in my heart apart from After. Like they have joint place in my heart. Like I don't get it wrong. This is a 5-star book to me. If you take out the account that is Power Boys of Torment and you take out the account that Chloe Walsh is the author, you read this book, you're going to rate it 5 stars. It's going to be like 5-star, maybe a 4.95, depending who you are. It probably would have been a 4.95, but I'm not knocking down the series because of a 0.05. All the other books are 6-star books to me. Like, I don't know what happened with this one, but if I do put into account that Chloe Walsh is the author and this is part of the Boys of Tommen, and I've been waiting for Claire Gibbsy for so long, then yeah, it's a disappointing book this year. Again, no hate, still a 5-star to me, still cried, still had the emotions. The only reason I didn't love it as much as well is because it was kind of Lizzie's shit on book, and Lizzie's my girl, so that's the only reason it's on disappointing. Still 5-star, still Chloe Walsh will forever be on my 10. Boys of Tom will forever be top 5. Like, don't ever get that twisted. Next up is my longest book, and I'm doing like the longest amount of pages. I'm not doing word count. On Goodreads, Manacled, the 3 books count as one, so it's 1,530 pages. But if it's just like one book in general, my longest one was Hateful Games, and it was 786 pages. Did not need to be that long. My saddest book, and I took it as how sad it made me, not just like the saddest in like general, or it was just how I felt in that moment, and that was Say You Swear. Say You Swear was not expecting one thing that happened. I could not have told you one thing, and I felt like I got hit by a train. That was a shock and a half. Manacled was expecting it, lived up to it, which thank you, I appreciate it. Pucking Wrong Rookie, thinking of her. Actually, I'm not gonna think of her. It's read the book and then come back, and if you've already read it, like we can't survive like this, and we just have to remember that she's in a better place, and that makes her sound dead. Or she's with Logan, they're together, they're happy, they're having the time of their life, and I just know it. And my last book for the saddest is After. There is not a day that goes by without me getting choked up about After. It is so sad to me. Like, when reading the end of the first one and just thinking about Harden, I can't think about Harden. He will forever choke me up the same way Joey does. In my heart of hearts, he's my precious baby boy, along with Joey, but there's not a day that goes past that I don't. My most frustrating book, again, is Pucking Wrong Rookie, in the sense that I needed her out of that situation. I needed her protected and happy, and I needed her gone from there, and it was so frustrating, and I was so furious. Her still, like, oh my, I don't even want to think about it, and I don't want to spoil it, but that is why. Also, Twisted Hearts, I was so frustrated. It's not even funny how long I was waiting for him to man fucking up, and it was so frustrating watching her go back and back, and like, I fully understand, like, she loved him, like, I'm pretty sure he was like her first crush, and when she thought, is that a spoiler? Cool, yeah. Anyway, I loved how it went out. I love what she did. I love when Remo and that stepped up. But it was so frustrating to read. It's not even funny. My most thought about books, I'd say probably Boys of Tommen, After, The Kimura Chronicles, The Pucking Wrong. I think about Lincoln, Daniel's Daily. Every Dominus Day. What else? I was about to say For the Fans. Didn't even read that this year. So cool. Heated Rivalry. That's a new one. I think about Shane and Ilya every single day. And not just the series, I think about the book as well. Even though the series did it so well, it's practically the same thing in my head now. Same with After, they just all mushed together, and I think of it as one big thing. And my favourite book of the year, which is going to go to favourites, because again, you saw my... Oh, that just fully fell apart. Cool. So my favourite books of the year, in no particular order, is Twisted Pride, The Pucking Wrong Rookie, and the Monsters trilogy, and that was from the first half of the year. And the second half is Manacled, Quicksilver, Heated Rivalry, and Twisted Bonds. My top 7 books of the year. I can't even round that down to 5 because I can't pick. You know what? I'm going to do my favourite books of each month while I'm here as well. January, my favourite book was Wolf Bidden. February was Little Dove. March was Twisted Pride. April was Sticks and Stones. May was The Pucking Wrong Rookie. And June was the Monster Trilogy. July was His to Sorrow. August was Out of Place. September was Manacled. October was Mate. November was Quicksilver. And December was Heated Rivalry and Twisted Bonds. So that is it for my 2025 book tag. And now moving on to my 2025 wrap up. Overall, I read 130 books. I hit my goal exactly. It was New Year's Eve, and I was like going back and forth each hour between reading, between doing my book journal, between reading to be doing my book journal to finish my book in time. I probably could have went over my goal if I didn't have to do my book journal so last minute. I was there for like literal 8-hour times doing it. My pages, I read 39,178, and overall, is that 3 or 5? Overall, I bought 125 books. Out of my 25 books to read in 2025, I read 6 of them, which is not good at all. My best reading month was March. I read 16 books and I read 5,432 pages. My best buying month was December with 30 books, but I did get some for Christmas. So if we're not including gifted books, September was my most bought books with 25 books that I bought, all of them myself. That's so crazy. That is it for my 2025. Wrapped up a whole year in probably like not even 15 minutes. And moving on to my 2026 goals. And we're opening up my beautiful 2026 reading journal for this one. Like, look at her. I don't know. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm not actually sure if you can see. My goals is to read 90 books, read more physical books, own 700 books by the end of the year. Right now I'm at like just over 600. Before Christmas I was at like 586, and now I'm definitely like just over 600. So my goal is to get to 700. My overall goal is to own a library one day, and I better get working. I got 400 books and I can do it. My fourth goal of 2026 is to go on a bookish trip. I want to read in different places, not just here. I want to go out. I want to go into the real world and find different places to read, and that has never been done by me before. I always say I'll do it. I never do it. This is like my 3rd year doing it, and this is my year. I want to post consistently. I want to, actually, in general, in everyday life, I just want to be consistent. I want to be able to do the things I say I want to do, and I want to do them. I want to go to a romance-only bookstore. I think I'm going to have to go to London for that, but I will go to London for that. I really want to do it. And I also want to read on the beach. That was on my goal last year. Did not read on the beach, which I think is really funny considering I spent my whole summer, I kid you not, to the seawall, a 20-second walk from my caravan. If I just hopped over that seawall, I'd be on the beach, or 1 minute just to go around the seawall to be at the beach. I spent my whole summer and Easter there, and I did not read on the beach once. Even if I just sat down and opened my Kindle, I could have counted that. Did not do it once. What is wrong with me? I don't know. But this year, I am doing it. And lastly, I'm treating this as a manifestation, putting it to the universe. I'd put it on my wall to look at like a vision board, but I wouldn't. I mean, I guess I could just take it as you will, but I'm gonna say it. And I've labelled it as videos I want to do in 2026. Go to different bookshops. The only bookshops I've ever been to is Waterstones, Foils, or Foilers, whatever you call it. I don't fully know. My sister corrects me every time. I still don't know. I've only ever been to them once. I want to find some... Oh no, Malden Books as well, but I've only been there like twice. Right, 3 stores that I've been to. Malden Books, Waterstones, and Foils or Foilers. So I hope to do a video of going to different ones. And I'm also going to be driving this year, so I can go further out. I want to go on a bookish trip. If this does happen, it probably will be in the winter time, but maybe in the summer, we'll see. We'll see where the wind takes us. And this comes back to my beach as well, is a summer reading, like, week in my life bookish type of, I don't know, just the summer vibes, just like romanticizing my life in the summer. I want a video like that to be able to like look back on and be like, yeah, she spent her summer like that. Even if it's just 1 week, that's all I need. So that is it for my 2025 book tag plus wrap up plus my 2026 goals. I probably missed some out, but you know what, I'm calling it day. I'm really tired, and also I want to get reading. I've said this before, I'm honestly just sitting here stalling. Like, at this point, it's not even funny. This time next year, I hope to have done this video on time. I hope to have done 12 days of Vlogmas fully. I hope to have done my goals. I hope to be sitting here saying, I did this, I did that, I did that, exactly as I wanted to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.